Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. As you can see, we've got some new announcements from Tamashii Nations. At the time of making this, I haven't seen anything else be announced for pre-order just yet, but we do have a rest of the week and the next week to see if they post any other surprises. I'm hoping they show Inosuke. But we do have the new Super Saiyan God Goku and the new Super Saiyan Blue Goku that were shown over at TNS Tokyo literally like a week ago. So I'm very excited to talk about those. There also was this first form Frieza that's getting a reissue for like the umpteenth time. Honestly, I don't really mind it, but I do sometimes feel like reissues are rushed a little bit, but that just feels like it over here domestically, even though over in Japan or wherever, maybe the stock is hidden differently. I don't know. But not to get too distracted, it does feel like it is a Goku bargain sale out here. We got the Games Begin Goku. We've got the kind-hearted Saiyan Son Goku. We've got Super Saiyan Son Goku Fighter of Rage, which, wow, still an amazing looking figure. I cannot wait to have this in hand. Now we've got Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan God Son Goku, God Aura. Like that's a freaking name, man. What a name. He is 4,400 yen retail product. So this is essentially just going to be replacing the current 2.0 Super Saiyan God Goku. That is my hope, that it just immediately is like a flip of the switch, and that's all we kind of start seeing be pushed out. I think it's time now that they have this, it's time to really just do away with the old ones. You might be able to keep a few of them in circulation just for, people's sake who like that stuff still. It's still good. It's just, I want the new stuff to kind of be what most people see, like a good representation of what they're doing now, not everything that's been done before, even though some of it's good. Some things definitely have taken a huge leap of improvement, though. But he is coming out in June 2026, so it's jumbled with a whole bunch of other stuff. We've got Fighter of Rage in July, and then you've also got Kind-Hearted Saiyan in May, and I'm sure I'll see some reissue somewhere of this Goku next year. Like, there's without a doubt, if there hasn't already been an announcement of one. But you also have the new Super Saiyan Blue Goku, same price, retail release. Pre-orders open on December 5th. And he drops in July as well. So you're getting two Gokus in the same month, which is kind of wild to think about. But honestly, I am glad that they just are taking the opportunity to get this done now, as opposed to like 2 years from now. Now we're finally getting a Super Saiyan Blue Goku or a Goku representing Dragon Ball Super in some way, whatever the case, right? Like this right here is a good thing. These figures were going to get started in circulation at some point. You saw the trend once it started with the Games Begin Goku. You already knew. For a $35 figure doing all that, absolutely, I will take it. And for the $35 figures, this is also a thing. Noticing that they've started to include like an additional windswept head sculpt. We can take a look here. With these releases is really, really interesting. I mean, I think in some way for the $38 they are now compared to $35 before all the tariff situation, maybe they could sneak in some type of accessory piece or effect piece. You know what I mean? In some way for $38, then it would be like perfect. 2 heads, a couple of faces, decent amount of hands, the cool figure, and one little effect piece. I think it would be such a stellar $38 release over here in America, but that's not the case right now. But they're getting close. But yeah, I do like that we're getting those extra head sculpts. May or may not really use them. I remember the Superhero Gohan. I didn't really use that one that came with Broly either, but it's just nice to have. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what we got so far. One other thing I find really interesting about like the promos for these guys is, this is more of a Super Saiyan God Goku from Battle of Gods in that fight with Beerus. I mean, that's one of the fights this figure was posed with. But they have him in kind of the Tournament of Power-esque, vibe, their arena. You could say it's not, but it's given Tournament of Power vibes right there. So he's obviously not in this specific attire at that point when he went Super Saiyan God, but still. I guess you could say he was with Hit. I guess that counts, but just interesting of a choice. Then also, they did that here for this one, and I would say I consider the way this Goku looks and feels to me more like Goku Black Saga, but that kanji could have been different. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I don't know. I feel like there's an interesting way that they could go about going with the Dragon Ball Super part of the line again. They could start Tournament of Power and redo Kefla and some other characters. Or they could go do stuff they haven't necessarily fully, I wouldn't say fully explored, but maybe they could find some way to do something different for the Goku Black Saga. I don't know. Those figures are good, but definitely could use the upgrade. But yeah, there's different avenues for how they can go about this. But with all this treatment that Goku's getting, I feel like it's only right Vegeta gets another figure announcement of some kind. But then that'll be a lot of Super Saiyans, a lot of other Gokus, a lot of other Vegetas. And I do think we need to have some room for like another villain character from Dragon Ball Z. If it's a movie character, that's fine. If it's an actual saga character like Semi-Perfect Cell, I'll take that as well. But we've got one more event, like major event before the year ends. So I'm hoping Jump Festa, I'm hoping that they have some big hitters for this line for 2026, because it cannot just be Gokus. As much as I like the ones that we're getting, it cannot just be all Gokus. But yeah, that is pretty much it so far. Let's see what else Tamashii has in store for us. I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.